Hello everybody, I'm Dan Chapman, founder of Remedies, and I want to talk today about what do we do when we feel anxious and nervous. There's some wonderful things that we can do to help calm those feelings, to calm the brain, to calm the body, so we can be clear and focused in our thinking. We put together this formula called At Ease that puts all of the ingredients in that we need for our brain and our body, again, to be balanced. And so the place that we start here is we start with wanting to create balance with neurotransmitters in the brain. Neurotransmitters are these brain chemicals, and we need them in balance to have a healthy, focused brain. And the place that we start there is with some B vitamins. B vitamins are essential for the production of neurotransmitters, and we can look at B vitamins essentially as the catalyst to get that chain of reaction started that's necessary to produce neurotransmitters in the brain. Much like if we want to make a campfire, we need some wood and we need some matches. B vitamins are your matches to get that fire started. Essentially, a B vitamin gives itself up for something that is better, which is neurotransmitters in this case. So we start there, and then we want to use some other nutrients that, especially when we're feeling anxious, that our body is going to essentially use more of. Right? So when you're running and active, your body uses more fuel, just like a car going fast down the expressway uses more fuel. And so when we have these feelings of anxiousness, while we may not be running a marathon, our brain and our body is going, and so we need some more resources. And some of those are a healthy fat for the brain, so we use choline, which is this healthy, wonderful fat our brain is going to use for energy. We also need a little bit more magnesium because our muscles are going to need that to quiet and to calm. Magnesium is also essential for the production of different neurotransmitters. So we put those foundational nutrients in here that I know that we're going to need a little bit more of during this season. And then we want to use some other amino acids that are essential for the production of those neurotransmitters, such as 5-HTP, which is a wonderful way to produce healthy levels of serotonin in the brain. And then another amino acid that I love, it's called L-theanine. L-theanine comes from green tea, and it has this unique ability to relax but at the same time increase focus, which maybe only makes sense when our brain is hyper at the moment, when we have symptoms like ADD and ADHD and anxiousness. We want to quiet and relax, which is going to create more focus at the same time. L-theanine is wonderful for that. And then we want to wrap this formula around with some herbs to help us deal with stress. And so we're going to use some adaptogen herbs here, particularly Schizandra, which has this wonderful expertise helping us deal with emotional stress, which I know that when we're feeling anxiousness and that type of a thing, that's the type of adaptogen that we need to quiet and calm. And what's amazing about that is when we quiet and calm in that sense, we also feel this wonderful sense of energy at the same time. Not nervous energy, but real energy to get things done during the day. And then the last herb that we're using in here is bacopa. Bacopa is considered to be a brain tonic. It is fantastic for focus and concentration and memory, but it also helps with some of the physical things that we might be feeling at that moment, where maybe you feel like you can't even breathe because you're tight and tense. You might feel like the blood pressure is up a little bit or your heart might be racing a little bit. Those are all kind of symptomatic of that anxious feeling, and bacopa quiets that down. It's wonderful. It won't put you to sleep, but it just quiets those feelings down so you can come to this place of balance. Enjoy is a wonderful formula for that. You can take 2 tablets twice a day, and I encourage that full dose initially until you find this place of balance, and then you can find a better maintenance dose for you. It might be just 1 or 2 tablets a day. It can be used as long as your body and your brain needs that support. So just remember that I love saying that today can be your day to start living a healthier life, and it can be. So check out At Ease.